How was up, y'all? I was about to react to this impressive vid. This is Swizz Beatz cheating on Alicia Keys with Lala. Swizz responds and Justine Skye spills tea on Giveon. Girl, at this point, let's move on. Let's move on. You already said some initial shit. You and tweeted a whole bunch of shit about him being a cheater and broke and all that. It's time to let it go. People get cheated on. It's life. Move on to someone else who you think won't cheat on you. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But let this man alone. Let him make some music that we want to listen to. But sure, let's see what's happening to these people. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. There's a couple of things I want to talk about in this video. First, starting with this whole rumor that Alicia Keys' husband, Swizz Beatz, is allegedly having an affair with Lala Anthony.
Didn't he have one?
Now, this tea was actually spilled by the legendary radio host, Miss Jones, and it definitely took people by surprise. Now, let me just say, this is all alleged information, but it's interesting, to say the least.
So I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hey.
Okay, all right, so wait, backstory.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I held this in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show, somebody that claims to be working in Swizz's camp reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via direct messenger, right? Saying, I work for Swizz and I need you to know that him and Lala have been having an affair. They are madly in love with each other, but he has already told Lala and continues to tell her, calm down, I'm not leaving my wife. If you don't believe me, go on his page on IG. He always starts leaving comments in the morning and she be the first one to respond. But she don't just leave one response. She keeps it going and going and going to the point where he says, you gotta chill because it's starting to look obvious to my wife. So I said, who are you and why are you giving this information to me? God, I love you. Thank you so much. But I'm not gonna be the one. I'm not gonna be the one to mess up my new chance by taking this information and running with it. So I never went hard with it. I might have mentioned it slightly, but I never went hard with it. Then, so like a little after that, Alicia Keys drops an album or a single. Mike, tell her the title.
The title would be
Lala?
What? It's the Florida water. I held that for 9 months, y'all.
If this is true,
but
I got questions with Lala. This is true. I really.
But I didn't even bring that up. I left it alone. So I didn't. Right. So to the point, when she got on Drink Champs, I couldn't hold it in anymore.
So you heard that. Miss Jones alleges that Swizz is having an affair with Lala Anthony. Now, this is all rumors and speculation, but I do find it interesting that Alicia Keys does have a song called Lala, which features Sway Lee. And I actually had to go listen to the song and look at the lyrics. And in the lyrics, it was talking about a woman. It said, light the incense, not to mention skin like whiskey. She's cold like on the rocks. La 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 la.
Are they all fucking?
I still low smoking Zaza. Light the incense, lose the tension, feel like heaven. Lust mixed with vodka. La 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 la.
No.
Feelings get lost in the lie. Here we go.
Harmonizing ain't for you.
Business. Now Alicia sang the first verse and she said, happy but you're unhappy. We in business. Shorty, you so valid. I'm ready when you're ready. Don't you know eyes can be so deadly? I try not to think, but you made me.
It's clear
just a
they
G
all
thing,
fucking.
baby. Now all in my satin sheets.
This ain't an affair.
Walk through the door, there you were. Bought you Louis, Fendi, etc. Woman, you should have told me you were dangerous. Woman, you should have told me you were medicine. So from these lyrics, it sounds like Alicia might have been messing with Lala too. I don't know, but it's a wild rumor.
Absolutely.
There might have been some entanglements going on. Who knows? Y'all know in Hollywood, they get down. Will and Jada ain't the only ones, okay? But Swizz Beatz is letting it be known that Alicia is the only woman for him. He said, this the only Lala I'm rocking. Now go get the Keys album. It's available everywhere, and it's a classic. So Swizz casually brushed off the rumors while plugging his wife's album, and I thought it was a smart idea to promote her. Sometimes you gotta take advantage of the publicity, even if it's messy publicity. And you know what? Let's just say if it was true he was messing with Lala, he wouldn't admit to something like that, and he will never leave Alicia because they built a brand together. And it took a lot for them to get to a point where the public accepts them, because if you remember, their relationship did start off messy. Swizz was still married to Mashonda when he was messing with Alicia, so I don't think Swizz would get himself
so
in another
innocent
public entanglement like that again,
She
because
knows
it's just not good for business. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Justine Skye and Giveon. Justine went on Instagram Live and she exposed her ex-boyfriend, Giveon. Now, if you don't know, Justine was dating Giveon for a period of time, but they did break up, and Justine put out a series of subtle tweets alluding to Giveon cheating on her and using her. Well, recently she went on Instagram Live and she went into detail about Giveon's alleged infidelity. She actually got a hold of one of his phones and she found out that he was DMing and texting multiple women.
3 days of me not letting him know that I had his phone, just watching him be a f***ing fool, texting all these just. As soon as he would hang up off the phone with me, he would literally be texting just like, FaceTime me, what are you doing? I'm here, why aren't you calling me? Blah, 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 you don't care about what I'm doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, bro, the thirstiest. I've never even like, and I think the reason why I could like hold like my composure a little bit was because I was just like, wow, I can't believe like this is who he is. Like, that's insane. So then, and I told myself too, I wasn't gonna like say anything until like I saw something that was like physical. Like there was a girl on her way to like link up with him. And what the fuck do you fucking know? He walks into some state, I don't know, he walks into some girl and he's like, oh yeah, like they're planning to meet up later that night. This is like day 3, guys. We're on day 3 now. Literally, I'm watching this in real time. Like he's out in wherever, in another state, actually in my hometown. And I just have the phone watching it in real time. He doesn't know that I have his fucking phone. And so he's texting this girl and they're planning to link up later. Then the girl's like, hey, like, all right, like, I'll come over later. Boom, cut to, she's pulling up. Like an hour later, the girl's like, I'm here. And I'm like, holy shit, it's getting real. Like, she's really fucking going down right now. The girl pulls up, I call him, he's not answering. I'm like, I'm not feeling too well, I just wanted to hear your voice before, like, I went to sleep. And then he's like, oh, babe, like, I'm out right now, it's really loud, I'm wavy. First of all, this man does not drink, so he's like, are you wavy off of one glass of wine? Like, are you out of your mind? Anyway, I already know this all cap, because, like, I see it, I'm looking at his phone, like, I see what he's doing, the girl just pulled up. And then I just let it rip. I say, my friend just saw you go up to your room with a girl. No response from him. Complete silence from him, but I have his phone, so I see him texting everybody. I see him texting his best friend, I'm seeing him text his people, and he's like, oh, I f***ed up. No response to me, though. He's texting his best friend, like, I f***ed up. He's texting his people, like, I f***ed up. His best friend is like, just tell me what happened so I can get the lie ready, which is crazy, because I thought these people actually, like, loved me, you know?
Well,
like,
no,
it's been, like, 14 months since I've been with this fool, like, living with this fool, around everything, so I'm like, this is crazy. I thought these were my people too.
No.
So then he's texting his people and they're like, come to my room, show her that you're alone, take all your valuables with you so the girl doesn't steal it. Bro, I'm like,
people are so
all this is happening. I'm watching it in real time on his phone. He still doesn't know that I have his phone. So then he finally gets to the room, takes all his valuables with him so the girl doesn't steal it, which is hilarious. He gets to the room and he starts calling me. I don't answer, obviously. He's calling me. I don't answer. Then he starts blowing me up, being so rude and disrespectful. He's like, what the f***? I just left this party to talk to you. I just, like, you're, like, why are you acting like this? Like, was it this girl? Like, was it that? Did she look like this? Like, you do know this and that. Your friend, what friend was this? Your friend's a fucking idiot. Like, tell your friend to just ruin. Yeah, like, turning it on me,
doing
bro.
a reverse psychology.
It's just really crazy. It's like, your friend
Like,
tell your friend you just ruined your relationship. I'm done. Honestly, when he said, I'm done, I was like, nigga, you're done? And then I sent him a picture. I'm crazy. I sent him a picture of his phone in my hand on the text message where they were formulating this lie to tell me. And I said, no, I'm done.
Child, that was Justine Skye's messy story about how her ex-boyfriend, Giveon, cheated on her. That's crazy.
I thought he was
It's a funny story, but it is kind of sad for real. Justine is always getting done wrong by some man in the industry. And I think at this point, Justine needs to stop dating these musicians and these guys in the industry because they're not interested in being in a committed relationship. If Justine wants a committed relationship, she just needs to date somebody that's outside of the industry. That's what I think. But anyway.
Listen, you just gotta be for the streets because people are for the streets and you just gotta follow suit and do you. And if someone comes along and they seem like they serious, you know, give them a chance. And if they on some bullshit, then just go back to the streets. You know, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Giveon ain't shit. He ain't shit for this stuff. But Justine, girl, we just let it go. We don't need to hear about this. They asked you what's the worst lie you heard. You didn't have to do this stuff. You could have talked about something else, or you could have answered another question. You was waiting for this. You was waiting for somebody to ask you this so you could tell us how trifling he is. But we still gonna listen to his music. So, yeah, I don't agree with just slandering your ex and mentioning them and you know, making little comments. And it's just like, you gotta let that hurt go. You gotta move on with your life. Because that's what they're gonna do. So you gotta move on. That's how I feel about that. I mean, of course I feel for her because he ain't shit. But yeah, you just gotta let it go. Swizz, him and Alicia is fucking Lala. What are we talking about? But sure, y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other video you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one.